Show us your tongue. Show us your tongue. 1, 2, 3. So if you're gonna marry a French woman that has 3 tongue piercings, you're gonna have to do stuff from time to time to keep her. And in my experience, I found the best way to do that is making homemade pizzas. Now, we live in a van. So how am I gonna make pizzas in the van? You're not gonna wanna make them in this tiny little stovetop over here. You don't see any oven in the van. So we're gonna have to get a little bit creative to make these pizzas. And that's what this video is all about. We're gonna show you how to do that right now. Let's go. How are we going to make pizzas in this van? Now you might not see it, but in this van, there is a pizza oven. A 16-inch Ooni Koda pizza oven. Anybody who knows anything about homemade pizzas knows that these guys are pretty much like the Apple of pizza ovens, and there is one in this van. And it is located behind this door. Since we built the van ourselves, we were able to accommodate for it easily enough when we constructed it, and we decided that we would put this door at the front of our garage so we could access our pizza oven nice and easy. So I'm gonna show you guys how that works right now. We got these little latches on the side here that undo. Take the bolts out, undo the latches, and inside behind this red handle, we're gonna see our 16-inch Ooni Koda pizza oven. There's our Ooni Koda 16-inch. I'm gonna show you guys how this all sets up. So it's really quite simple. Up top here, we have our stone, and we've kept it in the original packaging so it stays nice and protected when we're traveling on the road. Inside here, we have some plastic containers. And these are gonna allow us to make our pizza balls. So we're gonna be able to get our doughs nice and risen in these. And what I've done is I've built this handle that sits on a sled underneath the pizza oven, and that's gonna allow me to pull it out, hopefully nice and easy. So here we go. Give her a little tug. She comes right out, and that's it. There's our pizza oven. So you can see how she comes out nice and easily from underneath the garage. Plenty of space inside there for her to sit. So the pizza oven itself is actually quite light without the stone. So we'll just pick that up. We'll just be careful. There is a regulator underneath. And what I like to do is I always like to find an area that's quite stable. So whether it's a picnic table or in this case, a nice volcanic wall there underneath, quite simple. We have these 3 legs. So we can just flip those up. Crossing will get my hand with the other ones. And we're just gonna set her up on the side. Nice and easy. Voila, so she's nice and stable. She's in her spot. Make sure that she's not gonna go anywhere. And we're gonna get her all set up with her stone. And we're gonna get our propane tank onto this so we can start firing up some pizzas. We take our stone out, nice and easy. We put this to the side. We're gonna put that back in the van after because the wind can always pick up and I don't wanna be chasing around plastic bags. So our stone nice in here, we can see she's made a few pizzas in her day. So the stone just sits inside nice and easily. Put that in there, make sure we don't hit the burners. Slide her back in, and voila. All right, so now what we gotta do is we gotta get our propane tank. When we designed the van, we made sure that the propane tank was easily accessible. If we were lazy, we could put a very long hose on this and connect it directly in the van, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna take it out. It's quite easy. We've just designed it with this strap. So the strap's gonna come undone, like so. I'm gonna turn the system off. So this feeds up to our stove up top here. Just turn her off, and that way, I can take her out, pull her out. I'm gonna bring her over here. Couldn't be any simpler. Voila, our setup is all done. All we gotta do now is we gotta make our dough balls. We gotta get our cheese ready, get all our ingredients. It's time to fire up some pizzas. A little bit about the oven itself. The Ooni Koda 16-inch is the larger of the 2 Koda ovens that Ooni does make. The oven can go up to 500 degrees Celsius. We've tested it up to 460, so we'll see what that gets up to tonight. They're fantastic ovens. They come with a 3-year warranty. They are very easy to use once you've passed the learning curve. I couldn't be any happier with this. In the van, sometimes you do miss some of those comfort foods. We don't miss it too often, but pizza is that one thing. If you ask me, there was one thing I could eat every day of the year, pizza is definitely it. Pizzas is my game. We did have the Ooni Koda 16 before we built the van, so it was quite easy for us to get the measurements and be able to accommodate that into the van. So we've had an hour and a half roughly on these doughs to rise, so we're gonna get the pizza oven fired up now. This is very simple, so we're just gonna turn on our tank, like so. When firing up the oven, especially if you have a little bit longer hair than I do, you don't want to look directly into it because this can sometimes shoot out a nice flame ball. What you do is you just turn the knob over a quarter of a turn, wait for the click, and boom, she's on. Then we got the nice L-shaped burner in the back. That's gonna heat up this stone, hopefully in the back corner to about 400 degrees before we want to start launching our pizzas. Check her out, 460, so this thing is real hot. She's ready to go. We're gonna watch that cook. This usually only takes about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes to cook. Just gonna pull that out, a little bit of a twist. Like I said, this cooks real quick. This pizza's only been in there about 1.5 minutes. Pull that out. This is the whole point. Look where we are. Middle of the forest. Can't get any better than this. We're eating pizza out in the middle of nowhere. We're in La Palma right now. There's nobody around here just but us. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this, does it? So there we got it, folks. 2 pizzas made from our Ooni oven that we built into our van out here in the middle of the nature. Can't get too much nicer than this. Perfect.